Join the ride with this year's Fall Cab Cam. It's brought to you by Mason City Ford Chrysler, Mason City Red Power, MBT, Sarasota County Farm Bureau, Hancock County Farm Bureau, and Farmers State Bank. And now let's head to the field for this episode of the Kiss Country Cab Cam.
Another episode of the Cab Cam, and we're over in Britt today in Hancock County, and today we're with Quentin. Help me with the last name, Quentin.
Stortenbecker.
Stortenbecker. That's
Mouthful.
right. It is. So tell us a little bit about your operation you guys have over here in Britt.
We're corn and soybean growers right now, and I farm with my father-in-law, mainly concentrated south of Britt here.
And so when you got married, were you into farming before you got married?
No, I worked in Des Moines at a bank in Des Moines in their commercial lending department, and wasn't really planning on becoming a farmer at that particular juncture, even after we got married. And then my father-in-law kind of provided an opportunity, I guess, to get into farming, and Lisa and I talked about it, and kind of an opportunity that we thought we'd give it a shot anyway. So here we are.
A lot of times with your in-laws, you always joke about the in-laws. Oh boy, right?
Well, yeah, it's easy targets, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You get to see all the family dynamics, but they're not your family. So
right.
It's easy targets, I guess.
Yeah. Does the wife help out? She grew up then helping her dad out on the farm too, and still continue to help, or not?
No, she's more off the farm. She's a middle school special ed teacher in Kanawha, so at West Hancock. So
okay.
She started teaching right after college, and she's really enjoys teaching. So that's why she wanted to come back and teach. So that's what she did.
So going from the bank to the farm, also very involved with the Farm Bureau too.
Yeah. So I think it's been about either 2 or 3 years now. I started participating more in the Hancock County Farm Bureau, and just this past January, I was put on as the vice president of the Hancock County Farm Bureau, and it's been a good experience. And for somebody who didn't grow up in the area, it's been a great way to network and meet other farmers in the area, and to try to grow a network base in the area that I wouldn't have otherwise necessarily had access to.
I know other guys on the Farm Bureau, or have been on the Farm Bureau. Brent Renner, Rusty Olson, another couple guys. You know their names.
Yeah. No, they have we have a very good board. It's I think we're 20 plus strong of individuals who actively participate in a lot of different activities. We're relatively young in comparison to other boards out there. So it's a good, strong, healthy board that I think we have a lot to offer and do offer to the county dynamic.
So what do you do on the everyday operation? You run combine, you run tractor, semi?
During harvest, I do most of the hauling from the field to the bin site or to town, and manage the dryer and bin site operation side of it.
So the father-in-law does all the planting?
No, I take care of the planting and spraying and stuff like that in the spring and summer, and we have Dean helps us in the spring with the working ground. But yeah, no, I do a lot of the day-to-day stuff, and father-in-law does a lot of the management and helping with providing a good sounding board to make sure I'm not screwing up with all sorts of different things. So it's a good resource to have.
How can you with GPS, and you don't need arms anymore in the planters, do you?
Well, that's the fun part, right? That's
right.
That's the actual what people get to see on in the spring and the fall. I call that the fun, almost easy time, really, because it's all the planning and preparation has kind of led you to that point to be able to let everything fly. And yeah, there are times that this spring and fall has been a challenging time for this area with the weather that we've had and the amount of rain and stuff. But no, it's usually the fun part of the year, because all the preparation and planning gets you to that point, I guess.
Yeah. So he can't give you a hard time in the fall going, man, Quentin, the rows are crooked.
Well, I'd blame it on the GPS, I guess. So. Must have had a bad day. A solar flare or something that day.
So you never got to do it old school with no GPS or anything. I mean, you jumped right in with all this technology that's new today.
Correct. I guess I don't have the knowledge base of experience to draw on from if the GPS goes dark, I guess. It'd be a learning curve for me to start doing that. So
Well, at least you know.
So yeah, I've been lucky, I guess.
Yeah,
So.
at least you know how to start the tractor and put it in drive.
Yeah, no, it's been I will say that it has been, I mean, there, a lot of aspects, it's been a very steep learning curve the first few years. We're learning a lot, just trying to figure out a lot of different things. So it's been a challenge, but it's been a great challenge and very, very enjoyable. I know it's been a lot of fun to start to have a family with my wife up here and really enjoy, our 3 and 2 year old that we have. It's a good way of life to raise a family.
They like to hang out with Dad too,
Yeah, it's kind of tough right now. I think let's see, Riley is 3. He's our son, and he wanted to, he sees the combine in the yard and he wants to jump in and ride it all the time. And he rode in it. I think it was a Sunday ago, and Dwayne said he made it 2 rounds and he was out cold for the next half hour. So he was all excited, and then he made it before his sleep. There's something about the combines, and he's rode in the planter with me in the spring, and it does the same thing. He'll fall asleep within about 15-20 minutes. It must be an easy place to fall asleep, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Well, Quentin with us today. Thank you for taking the time out of the busy harvest season and to talk to us today.
Well, it's been great. I appreciate you coming out and talking to us and getting the word out about agriculture and a little bit about what we do around here. So.
Yeah, and thanks to the ride that I get to, I got a 2015 Ford F-150 Platinum. Not a bad little ride, really.
No, it's nice.
Yeah.
I like the push-button start. It's got all sorts of neat features.
Yeah, it's from Mesa City Ford Chrysler, so thanks to those folks for letting us drive around the countryside and get it dirty. The detailer will be busy when he gets back. That wraps up another episode of the Cab Cam for 2018.
This year's Fall Cab Cam. It's brought to you by Mason City Ford Chrysler, Mason City Red Power, MBT, Saragota County Farm Bureau, Hancock County Farm Bureau, and Farmers State Bank.